Hey, what's up, everybody? Bias Purpose Driven Live Sports, back for another NBA video. Just, I want to talk to you guys today about duos, Russell Westbrook's, James Harden's, teams of that nature. Just want to have a quick conversation because now that they're officially a duo, I think what we want to keep doing is now we're trying to rank duos to see which NBA duos are the best in the NBA. The two best guys on the good team. Here's my problem. You see, my problem is they haven't even laced up their sneakers yet on the same team, on the same court, in the same building. And we're already trying to compare them to duos. We're already doing that with LeBron, PG, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard. And I get that it's fun and all because it is fun to compare duos to see, the potential. Because all we're talking about right now is potential. We don't know jack squat. We don't know anything about these guys yet. So why are we doing it? I don't know. Do I think it's a good idea? I think the fun of it is cool just because, the potential, like I said, of what these guys can do, especially James Harden and Russell Westbrook. What we do have to wait and see is if it does work, because these guys are ball-dominant players, man. These guys are players who are used to having the ball. I think what I heard a stat was that they're both in the 35% or higher in terms of having the ball in their hands. So that's a really high percentage. So, like I said yesterday, what people are saying is who's going to sacrifice? Who's going to take less shots? What type of things are these players going to do in the situation? We don't really know. Do I trust that both players can actually make that type of sacrifice? I think so, because they want to play together. I'm not sure about Mike D'Antoni, how he's going to be able to manage this, because it is going to be difficult, I think, when players are at a certain age and at a certain stature to, sacrifice shots, sacrifice having the ball in their hands. So it's going to be one thing to see if they can actually do that. But in terms of top duos in the league, if I had to name my top 5, and this can be in terms of potential, injuries, things of that nature, the team behind them. If I was to go number 1, I'd go with Steph and Clay because I know what I'm going to get from them. Now, Clay is injured, but I know the potential. I know that their shooting has made them what they are, the Splash Brothers. They have 3 rings together. These guys are the two, especially Steph Curry, are the two guys that really changed the course of how the game is played today. Without these two exploding on the scene, especially in 2012, 2013, when Steph should have been an all-star, but he wasn't, and then Clay going in right behind him, and these two are just lighting up the league. Without these two, really, I don't know what we would be seeing today. We'd probably be seeing more of, I think, more traditional players still being able to play, just because their place in the league still has value. But now these days, you don't see too many guys, as in, for a good example, DeMarcus Cousins, who's more of a traditional center, even though he does handle the ball, he can shoot the 3. He's added things to his game, but he's a guy who doesn't handle pick and rolls too well because of he's a big guy, he's 270. So him being able to switch, it's a problem. So now you have to have guys who switch. Steph Curry and Clay really, to me, especially Steph, kind of made that a big deal, because back in 2015, 2016, his best year, even though I would say last year was probably his really good year, because of what he did with the team last year, his efficiency last year. But 2015, 2016, when he was getting all these pick and roll switches with Draymond, going to work, taking big guys off the dribble, stepping back, hitting step back threes, that's when the league started to copycat. That's when the team started picking up guys who can shoot off the dribble. That's when guards started adding that to their game. So that's why this is my top NBA duo, because they changed the course of the game, how it is played today. Number 2, going off of potential, I got to go AD and LeBron. And towards the end of the video, we're going to talk a little bit about the Lakers, and one thing I do want to see out of them. I already talked about defense, but is LeBron coachable? I'm not really sure about that, but we'll talk about that at the end of the video. But LeBron and AD, because like I said yesterday, if you're going to play pick and roll with these guys, which is going to be deadly as it is, switching is going to be a problem. Because LeBron's going to take the big guy to the rim every time. Because LeBron's not a guy who's going to, do one of those matchup things where he's going to take him off the perimeter, do step backs. That's not LeBron's game. He ain't weak like that. That's not LeBron's game. And if you want to put a smaller guy on Anthony Davis, well, LeBron's going to dump it down to him in the post, and he's going to eat that up all day. LeBron's going to cut off of that, maybe get a backdoor dunk. You see, the problems that the Lakers are going to cause with this LeBron-AD duo, this is why people in the league were like, no, we don't want y'all doing that. Don't trade him to the Lakers, because you already know the problems that this is going to cause. This is why I love the move, and they built a roster of shooters around it. Because think about this. You stock up the paint. Well, you got shooters around LeBron and AD. Easy kick out, easy money. You got DeMarcus Cousins who can space out, hit threes, easy money. So this roster is going to be a problem offensively. I'm telling you right now. I can't wait to see it. And another thing I want to talk to you guys about is another duo, PG and Paul George. You already know what this is. They're going to be great defensively. Offensively, I know what Kawhi brings. I know what PG brings. They're going to be great defensively. I think that's going to do it for my duos because I don't really want to get too much into it because we don't really know what we're going to see. Harden and Russell are probably going to be in my top 5, but I don't know what I'm going to get from them yet. So that remains to be seen. Then, now for the Lakers, because what is going to be their point guard lineup? Because I did see somewhere that they're going to have DeMarcus and Kyle Kuzma in there, Danny Green for sure. That's going to be a great lineup. But then you have LeBron and AD. Who plays the point guard? Who is the ball handling dudes? If you play LeBron at point guard, it's going to be a problem. Especially if he tries to guard point guards, even though to me he's still a good defender. It's just little kinks that the Lakers have to work out too because we want to annoy all these teams. Well, I'm still of the mindset that Golden State, the way this roster's put together this year, because they have a whole bunch of shooters now that can come off the bench and start. And then they have guys who can switch on the pick and roll. You have Draymond. Draymond's coming. You got Eric Pascal. He's a guy last year who was switching pick and rolls in college. Omari Spellman was switching pick and rolls in college. Those two are actually blocking shots together at Villanova. And then you have Willie Cauley-Stein switching pick and rolls, blocking shots. So, and he can roll to the rim. Draymond doing the same thing. This team is really kind of geared to where it was back 2013, 2014, 2015. And it's kind of, to me, what Bob Myers did was excellent. He brought back pieces that are going to be able to build around, be successful, a really young athletic team. People have got to really stop sleeping on the Warriors because, like this, it's an era of dynamic duos. This duo between Curry and Russell could build into something that we don't know what it's going to be yet. So I think what people should probably stop doing is sleeping on the Warriors, man, because to me, the roster is built to where they can succeed and have a deep playoff run. Can they win a championship? Now, you may think I'm just a dreamer, but I think this is a championship-level team. Steph Curry, depending on how he's scoring, how they're resting him, how he's playing throughout the season, if he's going through the season and he's just doing his thing, that's a problem. And I think the Warriors are coming for everybody because they can hear all this chatter. They know what's going to happen. So all it's really about to me is can the Clippers and the Lakers, what type of battle are we going to be having here? Because I already know what the Clippers are going to be offensively and defensively. They're going to be stout. They're going to be able to do things to people on a nightly basis. So Lakers, offensively, excellent. Defensively, I have no damn clue. So, and one more thing. Now, I already told you guys yesterday, but I don't trust Philadelphia. And you got James Ennis II, I think, writing checks that Philadelphia hasn't cashed yet. So, watch out for Philadelphia. I don't know what type of things they're going to be doing next year, If they can get out of the Eastern Conference, which you got people thinking that they can, okay. If they win a championship, you got to believe in me. But until they do that, I'm going to roll with the West. Because we from the West side over here. So, but, by the way, I think you guys see me sweating. I was out there shooting hoops. So, but I thank you guys for watching this Purpose Gym Live Sports. It's going to do on the talk for today. Probably going to go hoop some more, good workout for today. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching my videos. I really enjoy you guys commenting, and saying what view it how you do. Have your own opinions, but I'm just telling you guys what I think. So, thank you guys again. I will see you guys next time on Purpose in Your Life Sports and Gaming.